So Kanye West just released his new album Yay June 1st. It has 7 songs and it runs for 24 minutes. The album cover, we have a mountain backdrop taken midday. This was taken most likely in Wyoming where Kanye West recorded this album. And scribbled across the mountains, it says, "I hate being bipolar. It's awesome." This basically is speaking to Kanye West's split personalities, as well as him speaking on his health situation at the moment. Because in the album he says bipolar. He talks about his bipolar disorder, but he doesn't call it a disorder. He calls it a superpower. So that speaks to the mindset of him at the moment. And then, according to his wife Kim, the album cover wasn't completed until I guess they were about to premiere the music worldwide. So I thought that was interesting too. And that's probably where the scribbling comes from. He probably did this while on a tablet or something. But anyways, moving on. Standouts, we have Yikes. Kanye addresses being on drugs, his time on TMZ, and his bipolar disorder, or superpower as he calls it. He says, tweaking off that 2CB. Huh? Is he gonna make it? To be decided, huh? Thought I was gonna run. DMC, huh? I done died and lived again on DMT. And if you don't know, DMT is like this psychedelic like drug. And then he says, see, this is a type of high that won't come down. This the type of high that get you gunned down. Yeezy trolling OD, huh? Turn TMZ to Smack DVD, huh? And if you don't know, Smack DVD was like this this DVD series that was like the talk of the town because it discussed beasts and whatnot and rap battles and all that stuff. And then he says, Russell Simmons want to pray for me too. I'm going to pray for him because he got me too. And that was like a double entendre. Because, the Me Too moment is, all the women saying dudes did sexual things to them and whatnot. And then he says, thinking, what if that happened to me too? Then I'm on E! News. And E! News is the network that basically the Kardashians own because they their TV show is on there. And then we have All Mine featuring Valet and Ty Dolla $ign. Ye addresses infidelity and commitment issues. He says, if I pull up with a Kerry Washington, that's going to be an enormous scandal. And, Kerry Washington plays on the TV show Scandal. I could have Naomi Campbell and still might want me a Stormy Daniels. So he's saying basically I can have a bomb supermodel wife, which is what Donald Trump has, but still want a Stormy Daniels, which is the porn star Donald Trump had an affair with, and that he had one of his secretaries or whatever pay a couple $100,000. And then he says, you got to bag the boss up all these thoughts on Christian Mingle. Almost what got Tristan single. And basically he's talking about the chicks that Tristan got caught, having an affair with. And then the Christian Mingle thing, all these thoughts on Christian Mingle. That can also be a jab at Black China, because Black China was rumored to be on Christian Mingle according to her now boyfriend YBN Almighty J. So that's Ye basically showing that he's in tune to what's going on, even though people think he's crazy and out of his mind because of his comments and actions in recent weeks. And then he says, if you don't ball like him or Kobe, guarantee that bitch gonna leave you. Which is most likely true if you don't ball like Kobe, because Kobe was in a cheating scandal back in the day, and Drake made a song about that. You wasn't in the gym shooting with him. 75 M's. Man, I'm mad it had to be him. So a lot of layers to that. And then we have No Mistakes featuring Charlie Wilson and Kid Cudi. Kanye discusses his financial troubles as well as response to Drake for his Duppy freestyle. He says, I had debt on my books. It's been a shaky ass year. Let me make this clear. So all y'all see, I don't take advice from people less successful than me. Huh? Ain't no love lost, but the gloves off. And he's basically digging into Drake right here. And we up in this bitch until they turn the club off. Had to tell the dogs, turn the snubs off. Plus they already mad that the Cubs lost. The Lord still shines on you. He's talking about Drake. Believe it or not, these two wrongs will right you. Believe it or not, the Lord still shines on you. I was too grown in high school. Believe it or not, the true soul of Ice Cube, too close to snipe you, basically saying he was too close working with you to say something at that moment. So that right there is kind of like some snake shit to me. You was too close to snipe you. And that alludes back to what Drake was saying, that he's tired of helping his enemy Z, and he was talking about snakes and stuff. And right there, that is some snake shit. But anyways, moving on. The Lord still shines on you. Truth told, I like you. Believe it or not, the Lord still shines on you. Too bold to type you. Basically, too bold to type to you on Twitter or whatever. Believe it or not, too rich to fight you. Calm down, you light skin. Basically, he's taking jabs at Drake, saying he has more money than you. He's above typing to you, and that you're in your feelings because you're light skinned. So that whole thing, and another thing, I think this entire thing that's going on between Drake and Pusha T, I think the entire thing has been orchestrated by the Good Music Camp. And I think all of this, not just I don't think it got started back up because of Pusha T's problems with Cash Money, but I think it's more so when Drake and Kid Cudi had their little thing. So I think Pusha T got the ball rolling by baiting Drake, and then Drake took the bait, and then now you got Kanye jumping in, and then I think Kid Cudi is going to address Drake on his album with Kanye, which is dropping later this year. So this entire thing has been strategic, and right now it's a 3 versus 1, or you can say it's a 4 versus 1, because you got Kanye going at Drake now, you got Pusha T that's been going at Drake, you got the court of public opinion that's going at Drake because of the blackface photos and the baby thing, which the baby thing is old news, but the court of public opinion doesn't care. And then you got Kid Cudi, who's probably going to respond on his album with Kanye. So you got 4v1 right now. So we'll have to see what happens. Most likely Drake is going to respond on his album. But anyways, moving on, we have Violent Crimes featuring 070 Shake and Nicki Minaj. And right there, that's another funny thing because you got Drake that went over to help him write some stuff, and then you got another Drake label mate. So it's kind of like a whole bunch of stuff going at Drake. But anyways, moving on. That's a story for another day. Kanye shows his mindset has changed in regards to how he views women. Once he had his daughter, he says, niggas is savage, niggas is monsters, niggas is pimps. Niggas is players till niggas have daughters. Now they precautious father, which is true. Some dudes dog out women, and then once they have their daughter, they start to grow an appreciation for women more. Then he says, forgive me. I'm scared of the karma because now I see women as something to nurture, not something to conquer, which is what I just spoke about. I hope she like Nicki Minaj. I'll forgive me. Oh no, he says, I hope she like Nicki. I'll make her a monster, not have a Minaj's. And monster can be in regards to the song she had, and in regards to Nicki Minaj's success. And then the Minaj's is another allude to Nicki Minaj. And also Minaj's, a sexual thing. So another double entendre. I'm just being silly. I answered the door. Like Will Smith and Martin, nigga. Do we have a problem? And that's speaking to Will Smith and Martin in the movie Bad Boys, when the dude comes to the door to say that he's taking Martin's daughter on to prom, and then Martin says, I'll shoot you and stuff like that. And then he calls Will Smith to the door and he's all drunk and stuff. And they like grilling the dude, which was pretty funny. And then he says, matter of fact, Marlon, this ain't Meet the Fockers. I'll beat his ass. Pray I beat the Chargers. No, daddy, don't play. Now when it comes to their daughters, don't do no yoga. Don't do Pilates because, you know, dudes are looking to see your ass and twat and all that stuff when you in those positions. Just play piano and stick to karate. You know, piano is something that's, you know, that doesn't reveal the woman figure, and stick to karate because in karate you're in a judo suit, which isn't revealing as well. I pray your body's draped more like mine and not like your mommy's, which he's saying he prayed that his daughter is fat and sloppy like Kanye, instead of looking all, you know, voluptuous like her mother, you know, Kim. And then he says, and not like your mommy's, just being salty, but niggas is nuts and I'm a nigga. I know what they want. I pray that you don't get it all at once. Curves under your dress. I know it's purrs all on the net, all in the comments. You want to vomit. That's your baby. You love her to death, which is true. You don't want people taking advantage of your daughter, because I think daughters are more closer to their fathers, and then sons are more closer to their mothers, which is kind of ironic. But anyways, moving on. Sleepers, we have I Thought About Killing You, and then we have Wooden Leave featuring Party Next Door and Jeremiah. Skips, we have Ghost Town featuring Kid Cudi. My personal favorites are Yikes, All Mine, and No Mistakes featuring Charlie Wilson and Kid Cudi. My overall conclusion, I thought it was a great album. Yeah, it addresses everything from drugs to his appearance on TMZ to Drake's Duppy freestyle to his views on fatherhood. And I gave the album a 6 out of 7, which comes to an 85%. So overall, a great effort put forth by Ye. And this album, as well as the Daytona album, is following a trend of 7 songs to, I guess they condensed the album down to give you quantity over quality, and I think the Cudi and Kanye West album is probably gonna have 7 songs on it too. But anyways, if you're a fan of Kanye West, be sure to pick up this album. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.